something degrees here in Palm Beach. It is now 51. Let's see. So it is cold. I am back in Florida. When did I get back? Tuesday night? Tuesday night, yes. And I'm back to my regular routine. And I got the kids in back. Let's see, where's the kids? Sunshine's chilling a bit. Where's Chelsea Woodles? Not Chelsea's like just hiding head down. It's funny, like she wants to be part of the car ride, but like as soon as she's in the car, head down and not doing any doggy stuff. Is that Rumble Vulcan? What's up, man? What's up? And I'm back. How do I say it like Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty? Do I yell it's Pickle Rick? So, still, let's see. Realistically, yesterday was the first full day I'm back, and I can't read. Is that Fat Gray Man? Fat Gray Man, what's up? What's up? So, yeah, Big Bad 51 degrees, which I don't know if iguanas were falling out of the tree overnight. It was 40 something when I woke up. I'm a little later on the ride than I'd like to be, because when my alarm went off at 6 a.m., I just turned it off and rolled over. I'm like, you can do this, man. You can do this. Get some more sleep. So, yeah, I got the kids. They're in their sweaters and shirts and stuff like that. What's that say? I can't read. Iguana holster time. Oh, yes. So, if I put this here, that'll work. And beautiful South Florida. Glad to be out of the desert of Vegas. I really lucked out. Friday night I stayed with my buddy Tom, and my buddy Tom, was it Monday night? Yeah, Monday night I drove him to the airport so he could go to New Zealand. And what do they call them? Kiwis? Yes, Kiwis. And he let me stay in his house alone the next night, Monday night, because my flight was Tuesday morning. Uber to the airport. So pretty much the only time I use Uber is normally when I'm in Vegas. I did use Uber in New York City because having a car in New York just sucks. You need a Jetsons car. If anybody's my age, the Jetson flying car folded up into a briefcase. So, yeah, I was hoping I would be in downtown West Palm Beach earlier when it was colder to see if there's any iguanas falling out of the trees. But live life. Good morning. So, I'm a little... So I got picking up food at one store, dropping off at we believe where I volunteered, going to Costco, ordering the pizzas. I'm not paying for them, somebody else's, for Saturday night. And okay. And let's see. Then I'm going to El Sol to drop off the bread. I'm hoping, well, I don't know what the bread situation is. So somebody else has been doing my pickup during the week. And I don't know if I got a walk-in fridge full of bread. And if I bring a walk-in fridge full of bread to El Sol, they'll probably get mad at me. It's kind of a weird thing. All right, what is on that flatbed? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, it's super small. Let's get up close. Are those train wheels? I think they're train wheels. Yes. Oh man, big bad disc brakes on them too. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Yeah, those are train wheels. Ooh, let's turn my Meshtastic on. And what we got going here? I can't read. Hit them with a pellet. I don't have a pellet gun. I know Hank Strange's got like a 50 cal pellet gun or something like that, something big. But yeah, so part of the quadfecta of Florida man stuff I have now done: airboat ride, swamp buggy ride, hog hunt, iguana hunt. I saw Eric and Chad were down here around, I think, the airport on a boat with air guns shooting iguanas. So that would be cool. And I know Roy, back when he was BOP Roy, Possum Fatback, who I saw at SHOT Show. It's unfortunate. There's so many people I saw at SHOT Show, and I had just enough time to like high five or fist bump, that kind of thing. Give them a joy. I didn't see Clint Morgan. I was looking for Clint. I like momentarily saw Jared, Guns and Gadgets. Momentarily saw Braden. He was like this on his phone. I just like bumped his hand. He probably thought I was weird. Who else? Let's see, where's my exit? Is this my exit? Yes, my exit is in 8/10 of a mile, which means I need to go into extreme maneuver mode. I need a solution, and I think this is it. When that gap increases, turning off all the car self-driving stuff. Yes. Car self-driving stuff on. Oh, hold on, I'm coming up to a light. I'll read your comment in a moment. I gotta make an appointment with the eye doctor at Costco, get my eyes checked, get new glasses, because these are not prescription. And so when you're as old as I am, which is dirt, the cheat code for sunglasses is prescription bifocals. Barton Fink, what's up? What's up? Don't miss your exit. Yes. They will fall if you hit them with a pellet gun, right? Right. Is that Joe Q? Joe Q, hey, what's up, man? So let's see, what are the kids doing? Sunshine's looking out the window. Sunshine! 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 What are you doing, doggy? And Chelsea Woodles is just chilling. Chelsea does what she does best: sleep. So, yeah, we are heading towards Palm Beach Island, where none of us can afford to live. Well, maybe one of you, two of you, not me. I'm just the poor guy driving the Lexus picking up food donations. So, I got a bunch of stuff to do today. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to name names, but I got my Genesis back from the dealer, and as I was driving home from the dealer, more lights started popping up on the dash. I'm kind of unhappy about this. And one, I don't like other people working on my car. I'm bad about that. Good morning, Squadron. Yes. Hi, Greiser. So the same dealer sold me a warranty, third-party warranty, and it's the dealer. So the dealer has a body shop, and the dealer has a repair. But hold on, they're not the same company. It's the same name, not the same company. Which I hate when companies do that. I hate, it's like I want reciprocity in that. I want to be able to say, oh, you need Richard Hughes accounts payable? Well, you'll have to make an appointment, download this app, install this, get a key code. And nobody's going to do that. But we're like, I'm trying to keep it G-rated. We're being a lapdog to everybody that makes us do that crap and conform to their standards, but nobody conforms to your individual standard, which kind of ticks me off. Anyhow, I also wasn't happy about the look, it's a Hyundai dealer. Maybe I should have went to the Genesis dealer. I don't know. All right, so a Hyundai dealer. They're like, they hand me a sheet of paper, say go see the cashier. Cashier's like, well, if you pay credit card, it's 3%. Bill was $1,300, so I paid with a debit. Um, which I hate all of that stuff now because that used to not be legal to do, to charge a convenience or credit card fee, but that's what they're doing. Um, the I wish they would have told me, hey, we replaced the power steering pump, whatever thing system, but we didn't replace the wheel speed sensors. And I told them not to, and I'll tell you why. And I told them the wheel speed sensors were bad, and they charged me a diagnostic fee. And I'll get into that also. All right. I found for a little over $200 both wheel speed sensors on eBay. They said they were OEM. You know, if I'm getting scammed because they're putting something in a box that isn't OEM, you know, I'm hoping that's not the case. But anyhow, the second best is Timken hub assembly, because the hub assembly has the wheel speed sensor. And so they wanted, like, I think over $1,500 a part that I got for $100 and change, and it would take a half hour of labor. They wanted like $1,000 worth of labor, or $500 worth of labor. You know, that's like radically excessive. All right, so now let me tell you what the scam is. Okay, I paid almost $3,000 10 years ago for a warranty, and they tell me it covers everything. And I'm like, hey, the head unit, the displays, this doesn't cover that. Hey, the center display in the dashboard doesn't cover that. It covered my window regulators, and then they put the windows in, but now they whistle. They're like, well, we adjust them to spec. I'm like, the fudge? You know, I'm driving, and it's like, and then they said they wouldn't drive the car because the ABS system isn't working. I'm like, so I'm gonna get the the sensors put in, clear the codes, and I guess I'm gonna bring it back to them. I'm a little annoyed at multiple things. I'm annoyed at what the insurance company, warranty company covered and didn't cover. All right, so now here's the scam. They sell you a $2,800 warranty at the dealer, tell you it covers everything, and you think it's a dealer, whatever. They sell you a third-party warranty. Then everybody's like, I don't know that warranty company. Who's that warranty company? I had nothing to do with that. That's the dealer. We're service. We're a different company. Okay, fine. All right. So they're making interest on your money for 10 years and hoping that you don't make a claim. So they covered $6,000 worth of repairs. Now, which was the actual work they did, whether it was $6,000 dealer cost or $6,000, corner mechanic cost, is two different things. Also, they charged me 5 hours diagnostics now at $200 an hour. So here's the scam, and I realized this yesterday. So the scam is that they don't make any money on the labor rate. They don't get their normal labor rate from the warranty company. So they tell you, you got to pay 5 hours diagnostics, so they get $1,000 up front from you. Whether they did 5 hours of diagnostics or not. And they did cover, like, adjusting the parking brake and a couple of things like that. So, I'm a little sour about a number of things. So I brought it in for, like, intermittent turn signal, and it was working, and it did work when I got it back. What I always had assumed was the parking brake light came on after I started driving it. They adjusted the parking brake. I told you the windows are whistling, so there's more wind noise now than there was before. So let's see, ABS, traction control, and the TPMS light is on, and they're like, well, they're telling me TPMS is related to the wheel speed sensor. I'm like, yeah, I'm not real sure about that. But I'm I'm very unhappy, very unsatisfied with the work of the dealer, and I wish they had a better handoff, and I wish they explained things to me better, as opposed to me driving home and my dashboard starts lighting up like a Christmas tree. I'm literally driving and taking pictures of the dashboard and texting it to them. The washer line, they're under the cowl to replace the windshield wiper, transmission motor, whatever. And I guess they didn't plug the washer light on good, so when I hit it, it sprayed for a second and then shot out under the hood. So I'm seeing fluid shoot up in the air, and I'm like, hey man, this is disconnected. And they're like, oh, we had nothing to do with that. It wasn't the tech answering, it was somebody else. Like, yeah, you did, because you take the cowl off to get under there. I so didn't want to go to this dealership, and I so didn't want to deal with them. But the dealership I wanted to go to, and I don't know if things changed over time, because originally you could not get the service department on the phone. It was nearly impossible to get the service department on the phone. And it's a little further away dealer, I could get on the phone, and I just like that dealer better for a number of reasons. And let's see, I gotta get in the right lane. So maybe I need to do this last night and vent. I was very upset, and I just felt like I was taken in a couple of different ways. And my wife's like, give it to God, give it to God, let him deal. And I guess, old or good or bad, if I do a job, I'm responsible, and I'm not paying. I'm not taking. They had my car a couple of weeks. When did I drop it off? So I got it yesterday, and I dropped it off. I don't know. Well, it was before the 21st. I don't know if they've had it 2 or 3 weeks. So, yeah, not a happy camper. Should I banged an early left? Let's see. So I got to make a left at the light. The light just turned green, and there's people stacked in the median, not even a left turn lane here. Just to clear the lane for other people. All right, how many of us are moving? So the question is, will I make the light? This guy bailed and made the early left. I may bail and make the early left. Or not. I'm gonna say not, because we're moving. And I am in the intersection. This is dramatic, huh? So we're coming up on the drawbridge. This is the wild card, because I thought it was the top and bottom of the hour they opened the drawbridge, but it might not be precisely that. Name the dealer. Yeah, I'm not. Trades, good service, tax, or short supply. I thought he was good. Like, he talked to me when he got the car, and like he knew the Genesis Coupe. God bless people that aren't as knowledgeable as I am about vehicles and how they get taken by the dealer. I'm a little salty about many things, but about the 5 hours of diagnostics, and that's just to make up their labor rate that they're getting cheated out of by the warranty company. So, question is, the $3,000 I probably could have spent with a local mechanic and got better service. And I mean, there's things I'm perfectly capable of doing, oil changes, brakes, rotors, that kind of thing. And that's pretty much all I ever did on the Genesis Coupe. The Genesis Coupe isn't that sophisticated of a car. It does have traction and stability control with the ABS. The thing that I'm not used to, so on the Lexus, I got a couple of clunks in this car, and I really want to get it taken care of. But, if you regularly see these and have diagnosed them before, the top and number things that could go wrong. Drewski! What's up? I had a dream I was using the Lamb you sent me. I haven't mounted it yet. So thank you, Drewski, for the Lamb. That was very cool. Yeah, but I literally had a dream that I was using that. Uh-oh, let's see. Who's sending me messages? And I gotta drive. Hit the like button. Thanks, buddy. Damian Christ, what's up? So, okay, a lot of times I'll wear gloves because I don't know if it's like I'm a keyboard warrior or getting old, but my skin is more fragile than it's ever been. And like when I load rounds, I like to load it with a glove when I load magazines. Because like pushing with my thumb all the time. And so if you know how you don't remember your dreams until something like brings it up? I literally had a dream I was like using it. That was so cool. So usually what I do is I buy the Harbor Freight Hardy gloves, and I cut the tip of the trigger finger off. And oh, red light. Dang. I didn't want to blow the red light like the other guy. OJ Rich. I think OJ was living in my hood here. So yeah, I usually, even in the summer, I'll wear gloves because a couple of things. Also testing guns. Realistically, you should get like a face shield. Like, look, you could wear a motorcycle helmet. You could wear like a face shield you would wear if you're using a grinder, because if you're testing a gun, something on a gun, and it blows, and mind you, something I didn't know until I got into it, or talking to people, got deeper down the rabbit hole. You think a 9mm AR with a super safety is the thing. The problem with that is bolt bounce and the potential for an out of battery. So that's something you don't necessarily want to F with. Where other platforms are better designed for that type of thing. So 5.7 firearms, like the PS90, the P50, and of course all pistols do not have a bolt locking up. But apparently, because the PS90 has enough mass in the bolt, and they have an anti-bounce weight, you're not going to have a problem. But 9mm AR is not like that. All right, should I park more in the sun? Best to keep the doggies warm. So yeah, bolt bounce is a thing. Just put a thumb in it. Alrighty, guys. I am going to drop off. I just want to say good morning to you, Damien Christ. How's it going? Range day. Yes. Yes. Someday I'll get out to the range. Uh, yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. God bless you. Put God first and pray. I got to tell you, every time I had an issue in the last week or two, I just prayed about it, and it got solved. So keep praying, keep prayer, keep God first, keep praying. Give a 7.5 or a 10 ounce. Yep, yeah, you got to be in that range. And there's a couple of more things you can do to keep the bolt from bouncing. And yeah, glad to be home. It was a big blessing that I wasn't paying $300 a night for a hotel for 4 extra nights. I was staying at a buddy's house, and so good stuff. Alrighty, guys, I am going to drop out. You guys have a great day. Enjoy.